You can't change what you don't look at. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We are back with another video. Today is going to be a self-audit tutorial. We are in the new month of June. I love June so much, and it's my birthday month. I'm turning 18. I'm super excited. I just feel like June is just going to be filled with so much joy, so many opportunities, so many good things. I just have good feelings about June overall. The theme for the month of June is becoming her before it shows. So this is basically going to be episode 1, and today is going to be a self-audit tutorial. So what is a self-audit? A self-audit is where you evaluate your entire life, like friends, relationships, even like your wardrobe. Evaluate the way that you dress. You are just evaluating yourself and your life, all of it. And you're basically going to cherry pick what things can stay and what things gotta go immediately. If you're feeling stuck, unmotivated, or off track, this is the month for a rebrand. Okay, section 1 is going to be mindset. So you're going to evaluate your mindset. How do I think? What thoughts do I entertain? How do I feel about myself? When something happens to me, do I automatically go to the negative or do I look at the positive? That is what we are evaluating. We need to unpack our current mindset to get to our ideal mindset. And that requires us to do some self-reflections. You know, I'm all about journaling prompts. So here are some things to ask yourself for this mindset portion of the audit. Do I believe that I'm capable of the things that I say I want? Your validation is the most important validation, because if you do not believe you can achieve something, you are not going to take the proper steps needed in order to achieve that, which is why it's necessary to rewire your mind in order to support the realization of your goal. Shifting your identity to the person who already has what you want is necessary. The second question is, what limiting beliefs am I still repeating in my head? And this also relates to the first question. What limiting beliefs are stopping me from taking the action necessary to realize my goals? Number 3, when I speak to myself, am I encouraging myself or am I tearing myself down? Self-talk is the foundation of your mindset. You are the main character. You are the navigator of your life. So you need to start acting like it. Everything in life depends on the attitude that you hold towards yourself, not the attitude other people hold towards you, the one that you hold towards yourself. And if you have trouble with this, just think about it. Would you let other people talk to you the way you talk to yourself? That's a really good question, and that's really going to help you see whether or not you need to change your self-talk. The last question for the mindset section is, do I self-sabotage when things go well? Why are you so used to things not working out for you? The same way you're used to things not working out for you is the same way you can be used for things working out for you. Why shouldn't things work out for you? Think about that. Why do I believe that things shouldn't work out for me? They can work out for me. One thing we need to understand is that self-sabotage stems from subconscious beliefs of us not deserving the thing that we want. So we do things to ruin the good thing that has happened. Deep down inside, we don't believe that we deserve it for some reason. Like I said before, why are you used to not getting what you want? The same way you're used to not getting what you want is the same way you can be used to getting what you want. Identifying your limiting beliefs is so important when you have your mind set on a goal. Your mindset is not just a thought, it is a filter. It filters your reality. Everything you see runs through your mindset. If your filter is dirty with doubt, fear, and insecurity, it distorts your reality. We need to start cleaning it by becoming aware of the habits and the things we feed on in our minds that we pay attention to. Become aware of the story you keep repeating and telling yourself. Is it true? Do I want this? Does this new version of me identify with that? Does this new version of me believe those things? And if the answer is no, rewrite it. One thing I also want to say is that these beliefs are neutral. Me believing that I deserve something and me believing that I don't deserve something, those are both on the same playing field. So the same way I believe I don't deserve something, I can also believe that I do deserve it. It's not like the negative one is so much power, but we give the doubt so much power, but really it's all neutral. I just have to choose which one I'm going to side with. Am I going to believe that I deserve it or that I don't deserve it? It's just a choice at the end of the day. Section 2 is habits. Now, habits are very important. This is why I recommend making a list of your ideal self. What habits does she hold? What does she do at 10 a.m. in the morning? How does she react when somebody does this to her? The first question to ask yourself, what do I do in the morning? Do I go on my phone? Do I do the Mel Robbins 5-second? Do I get up and drink a glass of lemon water? Like, what is it that you envision yourself doing as your ideal person? For me personally, it's affirmation tapes. The second I wake up, I put on an affirmation tape and I just repeat the affirmations. It actually makes me prepared for the day so much more, and it makes me feel like, okay, I'm gonna have an amazing day. I'm gonna make the day amazing. Personally, it sets me up for a positive morning. If you need affirmation tape recommendations, I got you, but that is something that has worked for me personally. I know it's kind of like woo woo, you know what I mean? This is just something that reassures me about the power that I have to create the life that I want for myself. What habits are helping me grow and what habits are keeping me stagnant, stuck? That is a good question. Is me bed rotting until 12 p.m. beneficial for me? Is me putting things off instead of getting them done right away? Myself right there. Is that beneficial for me or is that holding me back? That is one thing that I want to get better at this month is I put things off so much. I don't know why I do it. I just put things off. And I'm just like, no, do it now. And then since we're becoming her report shows that cannot fly anymore. So I'm doing things the second I get them, I'm doing them as fast as I can. I'm about to go into college, so I know time management is very important. So that procrastination behavior, it has to go before August, like actually. What habits am I doing daily that I would be proud to look back on? The actions that you are taking now affect your future. Every time you do an action, you should think about, oh, how is this going to affect my future? Now, I believe that you should be present. Do not let this question make you not be present in reality. Appreciate the moment that you have now. The now is all you have. The future doesn't exist. The past doesn't exist. All that exists is the moment now. But obviously, if I decide to not do my homework, or if I decide to not edit this video, how is that going to affect me tomorrow? Be present while still being aware of how your actions can affect your future. Now, what habits do I keep saying that I'll start tomorrow? Once again, procrastination station. What habits do I keep saying that I'm going to start tomorrow? Start now. We're always like, oh,
it's 8:26. I'm going to start at 8:30.
Start now. This is a little gruesome, but
what if you drop dead at 8:27? You didn't even get to make it to 8:30.
So why are you waiting until 8:30? Do it at 8:26. It doesn't matter. Your habits don't lie. We can say that we want peace, we want growth, we want confidence. But if our actions are rooted in chaos, our habits will expose that every time. Section 3, your environment. It is very nuanced because you can't always control the environment that you're in, but this is why I stress focusing on the things that are in your control. Like if you live in a toxic household, you just have toxic people around you, you can't really control that. That is okay. Focus on the things that you do have control over, like maybe your room. Is your room a space that you can flourish in, that you can be creative freely in? If there are plates everywhere, your bed's not made, you haven't washed your laundry, like is that really a good place for your mindset? So that's what I mean by focus on the things that are in your control. Your environment is either reinforcing your growth or blocking it. Sometimes you're not unmotivated, you're overstimulated. Sometimes we're not lazy, sometimes we're just uninspired by our surroundings. Does my space reflect the version of me that I am trying to become? Does the ideal version of myself live in a messy room? Is the ideal version of myself messy all the time? Yes or no? And also, digital environment is also important. My phone, social media, the people that I'm following, does this reflect who I want to be? Is my phone, my digital environment, is it draining me or is it inspiring me? A social media cleanse is also important for this self-audit, this rebrand. Delete all the things that you do not align with, the content creators that you don't align with. Stop engaging with content you don't align with. Click the not interested, click the block button, and unfollow people you don't align with. You need to pay attention to what you're consuming. Things that you consume can also affect you internally. You want inner peace this month, so that is something that we have to be aware of. Is my physical space clean, calm, supportive, or cluttered and chaotic? Clean your space, unfollow what drains you, and curate what builds you. Section 4, which is relationships. This is so important. It kind of relates back to your environment. The people you surround yourself with are also a part of your environment. Who makes me feel safe, seen, heard, and supportive? Who are these people? Evaluate the people in your life. How do I feel when I'm with them? Do I feel calm? Do I feel like I can be authentically myself? Do I feel like I can share anything with them? Do I enjoy their company? Are we compatible? Are we like-minded? Am I uneasy around them, or do I dread their company? Who do I shrink around? Do I feel the need to filter myself? I don't know if you guys heard, but there are like category friends that are like, you have acquaintances, you have friends that you can be close with. Now, this doesn't mean cut anybody off. Just don't tolerate disrespect, and don't be around people who cannot grow you or teach you something. Surround yourself with people who are like-minded. When I'm with this person, are my boundaries being respected or tolerated? There's a difference between respect and tolerating it. If they're tolerating it, they don't actually care. Am I giving my energy to people who wouldn't show up for me in the same exact way I'd show up for them? One-sided friendships, that is something that I'm done with in 2025. One-sided friendships can go. That is something that I have said to myself, I'm done. Any relationship is a two-way street. You have to be giving and receiving. And it is okay to outgrow people. Like I said, you're doing a whole entire rebrand. Some people are not going to match the mindset that you have curated. And that is okay to outgrow people. There's nothing wrong with them. There's nothing wrong with you. You're just changing as people. Becoming a new version of you also includes changing the people that you're around. Everything has to upgrade. So you should want to get involved with people who are like-minded. Energy is currency. Audit who you're spending your energy on. You don't have to cut people off, like I said, but you have to get real about how they affect you. How do they make me feel when I'm around them? Section 5, last section, goals and alignment. Are the goals that I've set for myself aligned with who I am today? You can go through section 1 through 4 and answer this question. Am I working towards something or am I just staying busy? It is important to get clear on exactly what you want so that you can know what steps you need to take to get there. If you don't know what you want, your habits are going to be disoriented, your action is going to be disoriented, you're not going to be taking aligned action. There's no such thing as aligned action if you don't know what you want to be aligned with. Do I have clarity on what I want the next 6 months to look like? Once again, get clear on what you want. There are 3 small actions I can take this week to align myself with what it is I want. If you want to lose a pound a week and end up losing maybe 30 pounds this month. Actually, I did not do the math correctly. If you Okay, you get it. If you want to lose weight, what are 3 actions you can take to curate that? That can be doing 10K steps every day, making healthier choices. You decide that for yourself. A lot of us fall out of alignment because we're too scared to check because we never pause to see if our path matches our purpose. You are allowed to change direction. You are allowed to evolve. What you're not allowed to do is sleepwalk your whole entire life. We are becoming her before it shows. This is how you self-audit to rebrand your life in June 2025. This audit wasn't about judging yourself, it's about getting honest and clear on what you want your life to look like. That's where the real power begins. Self-awareness is such a flex because once you see it, once you see the truth clearly, you can actually change it. Start with honesty and then move with intention. I hope this video helped you guys self-audit. Let me know how it goes down below in the comments. I love making these videos. Make sure to follow me on all of my social medias because I create content just like this on all of my other platforms. I'll see you guys next Saturday for another video. Comment 2025 rebrand if you made it this far.